PS5 Pro, hey, chat. Oh, 800 motherfucking euros. God damn. What were they thinking? 800 euros. Brother, that's a lot of fucking money. Without a disk drive, without a fucking stand. Like, you're literally just getting the console and an overpriced controller. Oh yeah, and pre-install this Astro's Playroom on the console, like you haven't played that before. And it's like, yeah, the games will look slightly better. I'm like, cool, but 800 euros. One thing that's the main thing that just fathoms me is like, they put a 2 terabyte SSD in there, and it's like, fair enough, but that really jacks up the price. It just does. Like, why not give us a like 1 terabyte edition or 500? You know, give us options for all we care, because it's like by default it will kind of mitigate the price. Also, wasn't there like another thing that would like really jack up the price? Actually, come to think of it. Yeah, the disc tray is 120 euros. 120 for the fucking disc tray. Plus, the conversion rates don't make any sense, because $700 is not fucking 800 euros. Like, in Europe, you're getting fucked. Like, genuinely, like, honestly, cheek spread and everything. Bend over, bitch. Like, originally I was gonna go like, oh, I'll get the PS5 Pro, because obviously with 6 coming up and stuff like that. But 800 fucking euros. I'm like, nah, bro. There's not a, like, here's the thing. If it was like something where you're like, oh, the PS5, you know, it really, you know, it could really like use an upgrade. But it doesn't, because what fucking games are out there that are like utilizing the PS5 to its full potential? There aren't any. Just wait until it's out on PC. I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm thinking mostly like from a content creation perspective for 6. But man, I'll look into it later, because we don't even know what like GTA 6 is gonna do with PS5 either. So it's kind of like, you know, is there even like any reason realistically for me to get one? It's like, man, considering the fact that, you know, I predominantly play on PC nowadays, and if I want to have like a title, and the differences is just not really gonna be there. That's like my main issue. It's like, there's like, oh, you have this much more this and this much more that. It's like, that's cool and all, but 800 euros is just too much fucking money. It just is. Like, at 800 euros, at that point, you might as well be better off being like a, you know, low tier, mid tier PC. And honestly, those who are considering getting a Pro just for GTA 6, I mean, honestly, fellas, like, I respect it that you want to get the most out of the GTA 6, but honestly, a base PS5 Pro, I do not see how it would be any less good. Like, realistically speaking, for the average gamer, I don't think that there's any value in a PS5 Pro. Because they're literally going on as like, oh, you know, the game will look better. But then you look at the comparison, it's like, when you're playing in general play, like, unless that you're not going to notice a difference. Plus, the frame rates so far have not necessarily gone like, oh, I need to go and upgrade my system because I'm not hitting 60 FPS anymore. Because every single game so far is still very much hitting that 60 FPS target all the time. What if, I mean, if 6 is only 60 on the Pro, yeah, I'm obviously understanding getting it. I mean, I'll probably end up getting a Pro for 6 regardless, because, you know. But right now, I'm like, nah, I'm not jumping the gun, man. It's like, also, we don't know what 6 is gonna do in terms of like performance anyways, with all that stuff. So when it comes to like 800 euros, I'd rather spend that 800 euros on like an upgrade on my PC instead, you know, because then I will get like a lot more benefit out of it, just in general. What they said in the whole like little 9-minute show thing that they did is 2/3 of PlayStation players use performance mode in games. So by that metric, you should be shocked if 6 doesn't have some form of performance mode. Standard PS5 should be 400 now. Yeah, how much is a standard PS5? Aren't they still like charging 550 bucks for that shit? Because they raised the price on that shit too. It's ridiculous. Like, normally 4 years into a life cycle of a game, like, you're seeing price drops, but instead all you're doing is everything is getting more expensive. Standard PS5 now is 550 euros in the Netherlands. Bro, I wonder who is the PS5 Pro when, again, I just fail to realize like who's gonna want to spend 800 bucks so you get like, you know, fidelity level graphics on performance mode in games, by the way, that is a PS4 game and just a whole bunch of other things that, realistically speaking, it's like the PS5 hasn't reached its limits yet. I have yet to see a game struggle to be run on this game, because what you're gonna need to use like a PS5 Pro for? Star Wars Outlaws? I mean, what are we doing? I guess we'll see whatever 6 does, but yeah, this is a very, very hard bargain. I wonder how many will be sold and how much utilization it's getting, because right now Sony's going, hey, you see all these games have been out for like a couple of years? Yeah, you can play them again, but slightly better. It's like it's I don't know. There's not like, it maybe like the Pro becomes more viable and more interesting like later down the line, when there's genuine and actual reasons to own one, because the Pro is like the better console compared to all the other stuff. But right now, with the Pro, with the base PS5 being a perfectly fine console, I'd honestly wonder why there would be any reason at all to get a PS5 Pro. Like, genuinely, it's a lot of fucking money. You're better off just buying a CPU with that for your PC. Or like a graphics card or something.